Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the main event of the NFWO Armed and Dangerous. Here we have the hardcore title on the line in a 5 stages match, where every time that one of the competitors makes a pinfall, they switch to the next match. However, the opponent still has to get through, so each man has... The first one to get through all 5 stages is the victor.
This is going to be a grueling match for our competitors today.
It's going to be brutal, and it's going to be exhausting for these men. And this rivalry has boiled to this point. It has come to this point where Seth Black feels the only way he can put down Mike Ross is to challenge him to a match like this. And speaking of Seth Black, here he is, the NFWO Hardcore Champion, the first ever Hardcore Champion at that. And he's had an amazing title reign so far. I think it's been spanning about 2 months. Possibly a little longer, maybe closer to 3 or 4. Seth Black almost looking anxious, but also looking determined at the same time. A little hard to tell if he's mentally prepared for this matchup. But how do you mentally prepare for a matchup like this?
I don't think there's any preparation for this. It's all random.
Each opponent here decided on 2 of the 5 stages, and then the CEO decided on the 5th one, and this was the CEO's choice here, a blindfold match. And that's how we're going to be kicking it off here tonight. The ref struggling a little with the blindfold, but still, the fact remains that with the Falls Count Anywhere match inside this 5 stages match, that this can go anywhere. Anything can happen. Mike Ross's reaction to the announcement of the 5 stages match was just about, he seemed shocked because it's never been done before. We've never even heard of that before.
And our match is finally underway after that long segment of tying those blindfolds.
And both men just wandering around the ring.
For each other. Oh, it looks like we're going to have some action. Oh.
The first feel of each other.
Oh, shoulder bash.
Oh, he's got him into an armbar right away. If I know anything about Mike Ross, that he will not even come close to tapping yet. The majority of this match could just be the blindfold match. Knowing these 2 competitors, especially with them being unable to see each other. Oh!
Stomping on his fingers.
That has gotta hurt, just stomping on the fingers. You can't even see it coming. Now he's got him in some sort of full Nelson. Mike trying to feel for the ropes. But technically there wouldn't even be rope breaks included in this, given that it is the hardcore title and is only defended in hardcore situations.
Not like you could even see the ropes.
That as well. Switching up to an armbar here.
Going for a crossface.
Crossface of sorts, not exactly sure what that is.
Just stretching him out, wearing his body down.
Seth going for the wear and tear on the... Oh! Mike Ross picking him up. Oh! Landing hard on the mat.
I'd pin after that, but I don't know if you can even see him after that.
He'd be scrambling around the ring for a while trying to find him. Even the ref is at risk here.
Oh!
Seth with a takedown. On the ropes, ref is not counting it. Which is fair. It's hard to say in a blindfold match if disqualification would or would not be a thing.
That is true.
Oh! Mike Ross grabbing the ref! Slams the ref down, but also trips in the process.
I mean, I'm not surprised that they got it mixed up. They're both very skinny.
Both men skinny, and Seth Black has the height advantage over the ref, but still, With a blindfold on, it's easy to mistake the two. Both kicking each other now.
Oh, Mike Ross has him in the corner. Oh, Spinebuster.
Brutal Spinebuster.
But a roll
Seth
up.
Black rolls it up for a 3 count.
There's one done.
I wonder if he somehow spun out of that. Seth Black gets the blindfold off, but again, Mike Ross has to keep his on. So now Seth Black has to make a pinfall in order to move on to the next segment, and which is just like a regular pinfall-esque match. However, Mike Ross has to get a pinfall just to get the blindfold off, and then he has to get another pinfall in order to move on to the next part of the next stage.
What would you do in Seth Black's situation? Because, like, would you just run at Mike Ross because he can't see you, or would you just try to like take paw shots at him all around him?
I think I would go for the long game. Take a few shots here and there, but nothing major because
He could just turn it around like
a situation
that.
like that, a nice uranagi of sorts.
1, 2, 3.
And a 3 count.
Right off that, he should. I would have maybe taken out his legs, gotten him down on the mat, and worked him from there. Something to stop him from gaining too much momentum. But now both men onto the second stage here, just a regular pinfall.
Normal match, full disqualification on.
Which was Seth Black's choice.
No, disqualification's on.
Normal match. Wait for me to get up.
There is full disqualification in this one. It's just a normal pinfall.
That was Seth Black's choice. And in between each stage, we give a little 5-second grace period for each man to get back on
and
his
a
feet.
spear right after.
Absolutely beautiful spear.
Taking him right back up.
Should have gone for a pinfall, in my opinion. And if I was in his shoes, I'd be going for as many pinfalls as possible. You never know when the right moment will arrive.
Going for here.
Oh!
Backstabber.
That could be it. That could be a 3 count.
Oh
No.
Kick out.
Almost hitting the ref there, just kicking out. Oh! Brutal elbow drop to the back of Mike Ross. A leg drop to the back of the head.
And now we're going for another crossface.
Do you tap?
Oh, no.
Back into that strange submission of sorts, almost like a sleeper hold. Pinfall.
1, 2.
Oh, almost got him with that one.
That would have been a sneaky way to get the pinfall. Would have been surprised if Seth Black didn't kick out of that one. You can already tell it's only been about 5 to 8 minutes since the match started, and you can already see the physical toll that this match is taking on their bodies. And they're only in stage 2 out of 5.
Big boot to the stomach. Caught Mike Ross to the jump.
Both men down. Seth Black does not look like he's in a comfortable position at all. Definitely looks tired. Both men looking completely exhausted as of right now.
1, 2, 3.
Seth Black first to his feet. Looks like he's going to be climbing up.
In the middle rope right now. What's he going for here?
Looks like
Oh,
Mike's not going to allow that. Is he going to go for the Samoan drop?
big Samoan drop.
Huge. That should be it. That should be it. No. A close 3. Very, very close to being a 3 count there. Looks like he's going to toss him out there. Oh.
1,
Qualification is on.
3, 4.
Some nice brutal chops there. You should follow that up with a nice maybe baseball slide or something.
Ooh, drop kick out of the ring.
Send him right out of the ring, crashing
1,
hard.
2, 3,
Mike Ross looks like he's taking a moment.
4,
I would just take the count out.
5.
Going for here. Oh! Big suicide dive right
1.
onto Seth Black.
A suicide
2.
dive that's a splash. Never before
3.
seen here in the NFWO. Very rare to
4.
see anywhere else. But somehow Seth Black, the
5.
first one up, first one to throw punches,
6.
Ref already had a 6 count. Personally, I would take the
7.
count out. Move on to the next stage.
Seth Black going to the rope again.
He's gonna be going for here.
Oh,
Oh,
slapped in the face.
looks like he's going for a nice
Tornado DDT.
beautiful tornado and a pinfall off that.
2.
Ooh, big kick out. By Mike
Only a
Ross.
2 count. The match is still early. We're already in the second stage, but both men really. Oh! Flips over the ropes, stomping
1.
down on the chest. That is gotta hurt.
2.
Both men showing how much they've got in this, how much they've got riding on this.
4.
They're gonna fight until the end if they have to.
Off the ropes. 1, 2.
I think this match is just gonna come down to the point of physical exhaustion. You know, which man will be the first one to run out of fuel in the tank.
Ooh! Oh, missed that one though. Looked like he went for like a double knee to the face from top rope.
But it looks like Mike Ross caught the foot out, kicking Seth Black in the face maybe.
1,
Not exactly clear on what happened there.
2, 3, 4.
I know it's coming out.
Mike
Sure,
Ross,
we
first
can
one
do.
to his feet. Looks like he's gonna be climbing up.
Big man going up to the middle rope.
We know
Bring
that
these
he's
two cameras.
dangerous up
Oh,
here.
top rope.
We've seen it plenty of times.
What's he going for here?
Looks like he's going for that signature elbow drop.
2.
Both men down. Seth Black looks more hurt than Mike Ross. And a pinfall, this could be
1,
it.
2, 3.
Now Mike Ross is on to a table match.
Ball 2.
He has to put his opponent right through the table. Seth Black still has to get that pinfall on Mike Ross.
So even if Seth Black was to get up and put Mike Ross through a table, technically that'd be a disqualification and move Mike Ross on to the next stage. And Seth Black, he just looks completely exhausted. You can see the sweat, you can see how red his face was. Looks like he's just taking a minute outside the ring there to catch his breath.
You guys, come on. Back
And Mike Ross looks like he's sliding the stage in, which would still technically count as a table of sorts. Again, Seth Black has to get a pinfall in order to be able to put Mike Ross through that as a table. Looks like he's going for that spin out DDT again. Oh! Absolutely devastating spine buster of sorts, landing Seth Black on his side. That has gotta feel horrible, honestly. Looks like he's holding his elbow there. Looks like he hurt it.
Do we have an injury?
The match could be stopped due to injury. It is a possibility, and then Seth Black would have to relinquish his title. Seth Black is at a good reign here. I think this is only his it's his third title defense now, and his second one against Mike Ross. And Mike Ross, I think tonight these men are showing that they are meant to be a hardcore champion. Both men possibly earning the respect of the other two on top of that. Single leg takedown, roll up. Oh,
Ooh, got him with the cheeky roll
a
up.
sneaky roll up, bringing in the 3 count. Now both men on the table.
Tables.
A little grace period there. Forgot about that for a second.
Oh, both men locking up. Strikes being thrown.
Throws him into the ropes backwards. Tries to leapfrog over him, but his leg gets caught on the head. Gotta not feel too good on the neck.
Looks like he caught him with a knee to the back of the head. Picking Mike Ross up.
Throwing him against our table here. This could already be the end of the table stage. Oh! Looks like he cracked his head there.
Table broke.
Is the ref counting that?
5 seconds. 5.
The ref's counting that as
4,
Mike Ross putting Seth Black
3,
through the table.
2.
moving Mike Ross onto a falls count anywhere.
1. 2.
Might not be the best call ever. Oh!
Throwing the
Three.
stage on a Seth Black. If I was
Might not be the
4.
best reffing decision ever made here in the NFWO, but that gives Mike Ross advantage. He's one stage ahead. And oh my god! Elbow off the stage onto Seth Black, who's underneath. Both men gotta be feeling that one.
2. 3. 4. 5.
Mike Ross first to get up, but both men moving slowly. Their tank's definitely close to running on empty now.
ooh, big chop.
Looks like he's gonna be going for something here, but Seth Black seems caught on the apron. Oh, wrestles his way out of it. Both these men exhausted. You can see it. You can feel it. That with their nice kick.
Seth Black using the belt.
You can feel both these men's hatred towards each other in the ring here. You can feel how much it's boiled down to and how they're. Oh, looks like he's gonna try to toss him in the pool there. Oh. Oh, catches him with a nice hard elbow, sending him right to the ground. And Mike Ross could pin right here. Mike Ross is on a falls count anywhere. Seth Black still has to put Mike through a table just to. Oh no, that's a wrench.
What's he gonna do with that? God.
Looks like he's cracking it over his head a little. Definitely not using the most amount of his ability, but both men have been in this for almost 20 minutes now. Both are exhausted. Both are physically, I don't know how either man is standing, to be frank. Both men walking away here. Looks like they're going to be taking this out. Looks like Mike Ross is looking for a weapon. Oh, super kick to the face.
Didn't even knock Mike Ross down. Looks like he still has a lot of energy.
Seems like he's got more energy than... Oh! Driving the face. And he goes for a cover, but he's still on table.
Still on table.
He can't make a pinfall yet. And it just shows how much this match is taken out on Seth. He's exhausted. He's got the where he's at in the match confused.
If I was Seth Black, I'd try to take him back to the ring.
That's the only place where there would even be a table for him to go through. You can see the exhaustion on Mike Ross's face. A very tight place to fight, that's for sure. No matter what, neither man will forget this match for the rest of their careers. This is a match that is going to change their lives and possibly the career. You know, this could be a big step for Mike Ross's career if he comes out on top here. Oh my god, he's got a shovel. Oh!
Cracked him right over the head with that.
Oh, into the back too. Tossing him over the fence.
Careful with Donnie's yard, eh?
It just shows that Mike Ross will stop at nothing. He's, taking him down on the gravel. Both men just, it's showing how far this rivalry has become this hatred for each other. And despite everything, I don't think that will be over tonight. No matter what, even if Seth Black was to break Mike Ross's arm here and end his career, I don't think that this hatred, I don't think that any of this is going away anytime soon. Looks like Seth Black heading back towards the ring now. And Mike Ross just laying there. clearly both men are exhausted. Mike Ross barely even able to stand. I don't even know if they'll get to complete this match. It might get called due to injury. Using the vehicle there to help himself get up.
Barely walk back to the ring.
A lot of limping going on here. And we have no clue where Seth Black is. Looks like Mike Ross is trying to grab something there. No clue where Seth Black is.
Both men so tired.
Exhausted beyond compare.
Seth Black waiting for Mike Ross.
Both men getting a breather there, which can't complain about. Oh! Oh! Kick to the face. What's he going for here? Trying to toss him into the pool again?
Drown him.
Oh my god, he's gonna drown him! I mean, your opponent can't fight back if they're dead, right?
I mean, you are right there.
That would call the match, and Seth Black would technically successfully retain his title, though he would lose it shortly after as he'd go to jail. It looks like Seth Black's going to be putting the table back inside the ring, though. He's going to try to... Looks like he's going to try to move on to the false count
rip
anywhere
my tarp
stage.
more.
He's got to do it in order to retain. Mike Ross already on the 4th stage of the 5 stages match. So after he gets through the false count anywhere part, he's just got one more stage and the title could be his.
I mean, was it really a bad thing that Seth Black put his head in the pool? I think that's a bit of a regression for Mike Ross.
Oh, for sure. The tank went from maybe empty to a quarter tank. Oh! Smashed him in the face with the bucket. Mike Ross's own weapon coming up against him here. Looks like he's... It's up to the ref. It's the ref's decision on whether or not it counts as a break. Oh!
Table broke.
Ref calling it a break. It doesn't even look like the table's broken anyway, but the ref calls it there. And ref reminding Seth Black that there's a grace period, and I guess Seth Black just does not care. He just wants Mike Ross. Looks like things are going to be heating up here. Mike Ross having the full momentum, not even caring about the grace period. Both men on falls count anywhere, but Seth Black just... And now physical exhaustion has just taken him. Both men slow to rise now. I guess Seth Black's momentum that he did have has kind of fizzled out. Looks like that adrenaline wore off and the exhaustion is taking over.
These men are both on false count anywhere matches right now.
And Seth Black, these guys have a short but hard and brutal history. Seth Black using a chair to make Mike Ross bleed from the forehead and cutting his arm open too in that submission no disqualification match. A brutal rivalry, one of the few that we have here in the NFWO. And this rivalry wouldn't be possible if we didn't have the Hardcore Championship here. Oh! Looks like a kick from the ground. Looks like they're going to be trying to use that table again.
The way to wear your opponent down.
Oh! Back first. That's gotta hurt. Good way to wear your opponent down and a good way to give yourself the win on this Falls Count Anywhere portion that both men are on.
Like cross over here.
Looks like you can go going for a coast to coast, which would be absolutely devastating if hit. Jumping up. Oh! Seth Black rolls out in a pin, but the ref's still down from when Seth tossed him.
I mean, karma's a bitch, isn't it?
Yeah, that it is. That would have been the end of the Falls Count Anywhere portion for sure. It looks like Seth's getting some payback with this too. Oh! table still not fully breaking right through, though. Mike Ross just rolling out of the ring. Looks like Seth's back is hurting now, too. Both men just down. Looks like the ref's finally starting to stir.
Mike Ross got him in an armbar.
Oh, that's legal. If he taps,
There's no rope break. Ross just getting up too. Kicking him right in the head.
right to the face, and in the back of the head. Looks like they're taking this part to the outside of the ring now into an armbar.
D-tap.
Around, locking his legs on the throat too. Threatening to break the arm and choke Mike Ross out. Oh! Oh!
Big punches.
Falling on top of him, that's a pinfall.
2.
Ref counting to 2. Both men exhausted to the point where they didn't even realize that Seth Black fell into a cover. Both men so slow to stir, so slow to get up. 26 minutes in, which is soon going to make this the longest match here in the NFWO. About to cross up to the suplex. Oh, landing on the apron back first. Oh my god.
So brutal.
The apron, the hardest part of the ring. I wouldn't even be surprised if there's a broken spine here tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if this match is over just due to pain. I have a strong feeling that Mike Ross is taking the title home tonight. His determination, his willingness to do whatever it takes for him to walk home with that title just shows to me that this man deserves to be champion.
Still can't count Seth Black out. This man was the first ever NFWO Hardcore Champion. He's been holding it ever since with his 3 title defenses.
An impressive reign for sure, but Mike Ross just seems so determined to take this, throwing him into the side fence there.
More than just a title. I think they're looking for blood.
Definitely. Oh, a drop kick off the fence. There's definitely more than just a title on the line here. There's dignity, there's their pride, and there's sending the other guy home in a wheelchair. Please do not do a Samoan drop outside the ring. Oh my god!
Samoan drop on the outside of the
That's gotta be it.
2, 3.
ball.
The 4th
5
stage
second grace
over
period.
for Mike Ross. He's on the last man standing now.
1.
Fantastic.
Grabbing the ref for support and getting up. These poor men, their careers and their lives are definitely changed forever after this.
3, 2.
The most brutal match here that we've ever had in the
All time
NFWO.
Last man
And
standing.
now officially the longest. Beating the 6-pack challenge for longest match. And I can't say I'm surprised. I didn't expect a match like a 5 stages of death match to be shorter than 30 minutes. And we're almost at that mark here. It looks like Seth Black is dragging out the stage now. I don't know how much more that stage can withstand before it just completely falls apart and we gotta replace it. Hitting him with the padding of a chair, it looks like. And bringing his trusty bucket back in. Looks like he's gonna be using. Oh! Looks like a kick to the groin.
Kick to the face.
Retaliating with a punch. You can just tell that both these men. Oh! Roundhouse. Followed up by a spear. Even the ring is feeling the exhaustion of this match. The ropes becoming looser with every move.
One, two.
Only a 2 count there. Seth Black still on the falls count anywhere portion.
Do you submit?
Got him into some weird armbar. Seth Black pulling in a lot of stops with submission holds I've never seen before. But they seem to be working. They seem to be putting a lot of pressure on Mike Ross. Looks like he's flipping it over here. It looked like Seth Black's back was bleeding too. Could barely see it for a second there, but it looked like if it's not bleeding, that's at least a gigantic bruise. Seth Black raising his fist, ready to fight some more.
Midsection.
Showing the true determination of a champion. Looks like he's going for his finisher here. Oh my god!
1, 2, 3.
Calling up the 3 count though, moving on to both men in a last man standing now. But that messing up the finisher there, that just shows
4,
where both these men are at.
3.
That they're exhausted, that they're beyond tired.
Last man standing.
Seth Black, I would have just left him down there. He was out for a while.
Yeah, that could have been the 10 count right there. He could
1,
have successfully
2.
defended his championship right off that.
3, 4, 5,
The ref already had a 5 count.
6, 7.
Mike Ross
8.
stirring though. The ref got to an 8 before Mike Ross stood up. And that just shows that even though nothing has been done since the last man standing, or since it reached the last man standing, that these men are just too tired.
2,
Seth Black not having to have done anything.
3.
Still just sitting down. I'm counting
4.
it too.
It counts. Oh! Mike Ross not even giving him a breather. Beating his face in. Looks like some closed fists too, and it's just showing the hatred here. Putting him in the corner, making him hold the bucket.
Another coast to coast here.
For the love of God, that would be the end of this match. I cannot see either man getting up after a coast to coast. But he's gonna go for it. Oh my god! It looked like it hit and it looked like it missed at the same time.
I don't think he got all of it.
I think he got some of it, but not all of it. The bucket definitely hitting Mike Ross there,
3.
but Mike Ross's legs definitely hit Seth
4.
Black's hits there. So both men are feeling the effects of that
5.
one, and that is for sure. There's no doubt about that one.
6.
Seth Black wants the title. He wants to keep the title. Oh my god. He just tosses him over the top rope. Oh! And a kick to the head. It looked like that completely knocked Seth Black out, to be honest. He's not even moving. He didn't even react to the kick. He might have already been out before he even
4.
landed.
Still giving up though. What's Mike Ross going for here?
He's dragging him over to the other fence here. Again, this can leave the backyard. Last man standing can be anywhere. Oh! A punch to the face. Oh my god. Oh!
Spear right through the gate.
Straight through the fence, both men down. That could be it. After all this, after 34 minutes, could this end in a draw?
1.
Could it tie?
Ross is getting up though.
2, 3.
Ref reaching a 3 count before
4.
Mike Ross is already up. And he's not even
5.
leaving Seth Black down. Seth Black holding his leg. Looks like he really got hurt there. He could have just left him there for the 10 count. I feel like that would have been it. Looks like Mike Ross's hand is bleeding too. Seth Black with a heavy lift. Oh my god, and he throws him down into the ditch.
1,
That ditch is deep. That
2,
ditch runs deep.
3,
Seth Black, you can see him there laying at the bottom.
4,
Looks like he's tangled up in a tree there or something.
5,
He can't move.
6,
The ref had a 6 count.
7,
Crossing up to 7.
8,
Still no word on Seth Black
9.
moving. 9.
10. That's it. Ring the
Seth
bell.
Black's down. New champion. The second ever title change here in the NFWO since Missing Link is still champion. Mike Ross takes home the belt. Mike Ross proving that he deserves it. Earning his way back after being counted out for a while. Earns number 1 contendership. Loses once in a title match, but comes back the second time and wins here at the main event of Armed and Dangerous, taking home the gold in the most brutal and longest match the NFWO has ever seen.